Page 4, fish scales. We got notes going nuts here. We got all these scales stuck in here. Now, if you've been doing the scales, then when you run across this stuff in the music, you just play it. And it comes in really handy. If you wait and say, I'll just learn the scale when I get to the music, that really doesn't work very well. You'll struggle trying to get it even and smooth and making it sound good. It's much better just work on the scales, like I show in the videos. So let's go through a system for learning a piece of music and see what we get. I look it over, it's about 1.5 pages long, sort of, maybe a little. We have treble and bass clef signs again. There's no sharps or flats in the key signature. This is in the key of C major, so make sure you're doing the C major scale, 1 octave up and down, just like I explained. And do everything I say in the video for 1 octave up and down. Don't cut corners. Everything is there for a reason, so don't cut corners, you'll miss out. And it's a 4/4 time. We got an awful lot of eighth notes in here. The hands, for the most part, are playing one hand at a time. To shorten this video, I'm going to take both hands together. Normally, I just one hand then the other and put them together. But when they're only playing one hand at a time, let's see if we can do that. The right hand starts here, and you can see that first measure is just a C major scale. The left hand, when it comes in, starts here, and you can see that measure is just a C major scale. So at the beginning, 1 and 2 ends, it's a scale. The flats, well, I got the fingers on the way, I'm going to use them on the blacks. Here, same fingers. Here, wherever I get the second line, same thing. Never mind what it sounds like, that's what they wanted, so okay. Left hand then, same thing. B flat, a G flat. Just come down here with the fourth, wrist. While you're doing that, get the right hand back where it goes. Now the left hand, they want you to do here. It's a fingering for a G major scale. We're just not starting on the C, we're starting on the B. And that's fine. In music, you'll get these scale passages, these runs. They can start and end on any note. And this one, rather than C, it starts on the B, but it's the same fingering. It's that. The same thing. Now, page 5, we got the F chord broken. And as you're doing that, get your left hand down here ready to go. And then again, this is now F or A flats. Yeah, and that second measure, the second line, that's good for the rest of the measure. So the half note's an A flat. And now here. That's weird, but yeah, that's sort of what it is. Now at the bottom, last line, we're here. Just together now. It's like doing the C major scale. It's the fingering for it, but we're not starting on C, we're starting on B. For the last one, with the right hand, you just reach up. It's an octave here. The left hand has an 8/8 under it, so you got to come down here. So you're here. And I don't like moving the hands like that if I can help it. So the right hand, I'm just going to lift up. I can feel this. The left hand, I have to move. So once I have the notes and the rhythm and all, then I go back and get rid of the hesitations. Then I'll add the articulation, and here it's the slurring. It's all very connected. You can lift up between these slurs. So the second measure, before I go to the third, I'm going to lift up. So just a little bit of silence. Of course, when it's a rest, you have to lift up. So I'm going to add the slurs, and once I have that okay, then I'll think about the dynamics. MF at the beginning. Mezzo forte, with the hairpins, the schwa, you're going up the loud and back down. Doesn't say how loud to get, I'm just saying go up the loud. So here, this is sort of loud, and this is loud in the next measure. Come back down, each one, and then do it again. Here, moderately loud. in the second line, look at this. We got hairpins going crazy. You have the hairpin in the first measure, you get louder. Then there's a little hairpin in the second measure, come down. Then you get another hairpin to come down. Already came down. They do this a lot in music. The third measure, you're still loud there. Diminuendo, I'm going to go back up and come down again. Yeah. There's nothing there to tell you that. And the person might interpret it as, well, I came down to moderately loud. This next one, I'm going to start that moderately loud and go down to soft. It's a way of interpreting it, and there's nothing wrong with it. You can do that, but I'm suggesting start the last two measures, start that loud and come back down to moderately loud here. Now, top of page 5, now you're loud. It's all melody. But then this arrow going up, come down and go back up to loud. See? And you're staying loud. And then all of a sudden, in the next line, now you're soft. You're going to echo that. Stay there. Then you go back. The last two lines are like the first two lines, sort of. Now the last line, though, you're going up and down and down. Now they want you to crescendo. That's the same as a hairpin. Same difference. You could draw in a hairpin there. It just, you've come down to moderately loud. Now you're going to go back up to loud. And you end it loud. That's sort of what it is. You want to get into it well enough that you're not thinking about the notes and the rhythms and the fingering and all, and you start feeling the dynamics. You feel this. Also, when you're practicing the scale, do the dynamics with the scales. Practice the scale soft. Keep it real soft. Then at each dynamic level, practice it at each even loud. Let the wrist claps with this on here. Practice with the scales, so you get used to playing these different louds and softs. Anyway, that way when you get in the music, you just do it. It's easier. Now, even the crescendos, I can practice the scale and the scale. Like that. Or turn it around. Start loud and get softer as you go up. Practice these things with the scales, since you're practicing the scales anyway, I hope. You do this other stuff with them, and that way when you get it in the music, you just do it. You can already do it. Now, once I have the dynamics out of the way, then I think about the speed. Moderato's in the middle, but these eighth notes need to be controlled. So what can you do evenly? So that's kind of slow, but the eighth notes aren't. So you'll have to decide, because it all needs to be one speed. So pick hardest part. How fast can you do that okay? That's what you do. It's not fast, it's just said moderato. But again, it's got to be accurate. Now they've added pedal. You don't need pedal. You can do pedal. You can do the whole thing fine without pedal. But if you want to add the pedal, you can add it. Just put it down where they're telling you to, not nowhere else. I disagree with their pedaling, but I disagree with the pedaling on most of these books, and a lot of times I'll change it. I might change it here. Let's see. I mean, the pedaling is suggestions. If you have a teacher, do what they tell you to do, but otherwise it's a suggestion. Anything I tell you is a suggestion. But on top of page 5, they want you to pedal those first two measures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the note down first and then the pedal. With the hand. I want a little silence before I go to the next measure. Again. Yeah. Second line, same thing. Now the last, they tell you at the bottom, you can pedal the last measure if you want. Push it here, push the pedal down with the note. And then lift it up with the note. And you can do it that way if you want. If you want to hear the rest on beat 2, you put the pedal down with each note. Here, down, up. That's interpreting. Different people will play the same piece of music different ways. They interpret it differently. They feel it differently. It's important to feel this music. Even the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. I exaggerate them so you can hear them better, but feel these natural accents going all the way through. They really help when you have these runs. If you can feel the natural accent, it'll help to keep you even and smooth and under control. The run is just not a bunch of notes. Each one has a place and time, and you can place them better if you feel the natural accents. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the louds and softs. We're just playing notes and rhythms. I'll go ahead and pedal it like they're showing. I don't care for the pedal at all here, but okay, we'll do it. I'll give us 4 counts. We're going to go really slow though. Put your foot on the pedal at the beginning. Now, if you're going to use pedal at all in a piece, make sure it's on the pedal. Your foot's on the pedal for the whole piece. Don't be putting the foot on the pedal and taking it off. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1. And 4 and. 1, 2, 3, rest. And 4 and. Rest. And 4 and. And 3 and rest and. And 4 and. 1, 2, 3, rest. And rest.